A hush fell over diplomatic circles as two of the world's most controversial leaders, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, spoke for over 2.5 hours in a high-stakes phone call that immediately sent shockwaves through global politics. The Kremlin and the White House confirmed the call resulted in a 30-day ceasefire targeting energy infrastructure, a fragile truce that could serve as a foundation for broader negotiations, or merely a calculated pause in hostilities. But in Europe, where leaders had no seat at the table, the direct US-Russia engagement was met with alarm, deepening concerns over Washington's shifting priorities. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of the Russian Security Council, responded with his signature sarcasm. Writing in English on X, he likened the US-Russia talks to a meal in a global cafeteria.
The phone call between Presidents Putin and Trump proved a well-known idea. There is only Russia and America in the dining room. On the menu, light appetizers, Brussels sprouts, British fish and chips, and Paris rooster. The main course is a Kiev-style cutlet. Enjoy your meal.
As Medvedev mocked the West's absence from high-table diplomacy, European leaders scrambled to respond. Nowhere was the urgency more visible than in France, where President Emmanuel Macron swiftly moved to reinforce national security. Standing before a backdrop of Dassault Rafale and Mirage, 2,000 fighter jets at Luxeuil-Saint-Sauveur Air Base, Macron unveiled sweeping defense plans, announcing a $1.5 billion, $1.6 billion investment to modernize key military infrastructure and bolster nuclear deterrence.
Ample modernization works will put operations on hold, and close to 1.5 billion euros will be invested by the state to renovate and upgrade the base, including its operational infrastructure. You understand that these investments and renovation works will allow the Luxeuil Air Base to maintain its nuclear capabilities. By 2035, Luxeuil will be the first base to welcome the next generation Rafale and its supersonic nuclear missile.
Macron declared that Europe could no longer afford to rely solely on Washington for security. His message was clear. If Trump, who has repeatedly signaled a weakened NATO commitment, was striking deals with Putin without European input, France had to take charge of its own defense.
No one can say what may happen in the months and years to come, but what I want is for us to be ready. What I want is for us to be protected.
Across the border, in Germany, political tensions mounted. Incoming Chancellor Friedrich Merz, fresh from securing parliamentary approval for a €1 trillion defense and infrastructure spending package, acknowledged the shifting security landscape. He hinted at a seismic shift in European defense, warning that if the US withdrew from NATO, Germany would seek protection under France and the UK's nuclear umbrellas. The implications of the Trump-Putin call were impossible to ignore. As Washington and Moscow shaped the course of war, Macron raced to fortify France's nuclear capabilities, and Germany began contemplating a security realignment, leaving Europe with an unsettling realization. The continent was no longer driving its own fate.